The question that was posed was, why does one leg feel weaker when doing the split squat than the other one? A potential answer for that could be that when executing the split squat, you could be leaning on the toes of the front shoe. So if you notice that my heel is not on the ground, that it's kind of hovering over here, and I'm getting all my stability from my toes. What that does is it puts a lot of pressure on the quad and also the knee, which could lead to knee pain by being so far forward. So that when you go to change legs, this leg is taking a big beating. So that when I change legs, that guy is still fatigued, especially when I do the other side. So, like I mentioned, this guy is way forward, my heel is off the ground, so that puts a lot of pressure on that kneecap. Similarly, to get that front view for you guys to see as well, that front view, if that knee falls in while doing the split squat, that can put a lot of stress on the inside, the medial part of the knee, which, hopefully not, can lead to injury. So this can cause a little front top of the knee pain, this can cause a little knee pain on the inside, hopefully nothing serious. A little remedy for that is to make sure you have it locked down. What you're gonna do here is we're gonna essentially pull that bra line close to that belt buckle so it looks like this. What that does by locking it down is getting those transverse abdominis and internal obliques, those deep ab muscles working to help set that pelvis so you can get a stronger core and stop using those strong back muscles for stability, but teach your body, I want to use those deep core muscles instead. So how this translates to a split squat, we're going to lock it down, which involves us getting that back butt on, and we're going all the way down the split squat, and then back up again. Just for a different view, instead of it being way open here, we're locking it down, that back butt is on, and then we're going right down here, and back up again. So what happens here is that we have contact with the heel of that front shoe, and that butt is set. So once this butt is set, I'm gonna feel a bit of a stretch up here on that right side, up a little bit higher into the psoas. That's okay. Once that butt is on, it tells the muscles in front to turn off. So you'll feel a stretch, maybe even a slight burn. That's the muscles trying to say, hey, I want to stay on. But since your butt is on, we're saying, okay, you want to release that tension, because this tight hip flexors can cause back pain. So, butt squeeze, locking it down, going right down, staying on the heel of that front shoe, and drive it up nice and tall. Similarly on the other side, the stretch may be a little bit lower, not so high, but a little bit right in the mid quad. So same kind of concept, going up and down, driving through the heel of the front shoe. Here's a side view. So instead of being way out here with that back pain posture, that arched back posture, the lordotic posture, we're gonna lock it down, going straight down and straight back up, right here. So what can happen a lot of the times is, like I mentioned, those knees falling inwards, you going on those toes, which can add a little more fatigue. In terms of progressions, the best way to learn this exercise is to start off squeezing the butt from this split stance position. This is the easiest place to feel it, making sure those pockets are facing due north. What happens from here is controlling the descent and holding it for 3 seconds, or 5 seconds if you're up for it, right here, and then come back up. So we're doing 5 reps of 5-second hold each side. As a progression, next step, we're gonna do 3 seconds down with that butt set, with it locked down. We're gonna go 3 seconds down, 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds hold, 1, 2, the butt's still on, 3, and come on up. Both sides. And as the final exercise, you can either hold a goblet for weight, or you can do a barbell in a front rack and just go through with those hips set, with it locked down, straight up and down a split squat. Best bet, what I recommend is 6 sets, or 5 sets rather, of 6 reps. 5 sets of 6 reps of that split squat. Make sure the cues you're looking for, we're locking it down, making sure that belt buckle is facing due north, so you got that butt on, heel in the floor. So, heel, locking it down, got that butt on, and then you're set up for success.